Yeah, you
Okay.
go.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Varsity Viewpoint podcast. I think this is episode 9.
Yep.
9?
Sure, 9 was posted,
The
probably.
ninth one that will be on the actually posted YouTube account. So this week we are here with...
Avery Huddleston.
Allie Truetzschler.
All right, and since
And
we
I'm
forgot...
Dane Godar.
And that's Dane. Sorry, Dane. I'm
It's
sorry.
okay.
This is the first time I had to lead off the show, so I'm not
You're
used to
good,
it.
you're good.
Book's not here again. He'll be back sometime. We haven't seen him in a minute.
Book, please tell us you're alive.
Yes. Please.
No, we're kidding. We heard from him this morning. He's
He's
still
fine.
not
He's
feeling
just
too well.
Not great. So since we forgot last time, we're gonna start off with the interviews. Dane, why don't you do that?
Why do I have to do it? Okay. So,
Your job?
what's your guys' names?
Avery Huddleston.
Allie Truetzschler.
Okay, what sports do you play here at CM?
Soccer and basketball.
Soccer and basketball.
Okay, what else we got, Logan? How about you take the second half of the interview?
So you guys both play soccer and basketball. What's your favorite, Avery?
I think like people-wise, my favorite is basketball, but actually playing-wise, I enjoy soccer more.
That's a shot at you soccer girls, I guess.
No, I love them too. I just am closer with more people on the basketball team.
It's more of a family, less people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot less people. Allie, how about you?
I would have to agree. I like how we all of our friendships on basketball. It's way different than soccer.
Okay, so that being said, what is your favorite memory with basketball then?
Honestly, this whole year, like, I know it's not over yet, but this year I've had more fun than I've had in the past years.
Yes, I also agree with that. Definitely winning the Taylorville tournament to start off the season definitely helped and boosted our confidence.
Started off, 11-0? 12-0?
Yeah,
So
11
we
straight, I
actually
think.
went 15, you know?
Yeah,
Was it
15-0.
Was it
No,
15?
it wasn't.
Yes, it
Yeah, it
was.
was.
We lost our 16th game.
16.
15
Oh, maybe it was 15. I think the last episode we did was they were 11-0
That's
still.
why. That's what the
So it was definitely because it's been a minute because of our break over Christmas. So I think Book said he wanted to do an episode over Christmas break, and I was like,
He did?
he was like, yeah, we could do it like the one right after Christmas. I was like, I'm not coming in here on the 26th before basketball.
Oh, I was probably asleep.
You probably.
That's what I did over
hear-
Christmas break. I slept.
I didn't hear from you or Book other than outside of basketball for Book at all. I don't think we talked a single time. But so since you guys were both talking about basketball, let's just move right into girls basketball. Great season.
Yeah.
So far.
Yes.
Amazing season. 16-3, 5-0 in conference. Do you guys know what you're ranked? Like current ranking? I checked earlier.
I think they,
Avery
I
knows.
was with
I know
you.
Avery
What did
knows.
they change
They change. Avery,
so often.
what's your rank?
We're 8.
In
And-
3A.
In
3A.
3A. Yes.
Yeah.
27 in all Illinois, which is insane because Illinois is massive. I forget the number. We say it like
A
every
lot.
week and we forget the number. It's like 300 schools.
A lot.
A lot.
Okay.
Okay.
Mike Godar's in the chat. Question from
Okay.
the crowd. Are you excited for the main stage on Mega Night?
Mike Godar.
Yes, I am so excited actually.
Mega Nights are so much fun.
No, they're not. But
Oh.
No, they are.
I'm
No, they
excited
are.
to play second.
You excited to play second?
You're excited to not be in the JV slot. Logan,
Yes.
how I'm pretty sure I know, but how do the boys feel about playing in the first game?
It's an all around. No one likes this.
It's gonna be
Imagine
interesting.
how we feel.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, imagine how we feel.
I've talked about this before. I don't like Mega Nights. I think we should both get our own night, but I understand why they do it.
The good thing
I
about
agree.
Mega Nights is it's more a community is able to
Mhm.
bring together, especially when you've got two pretty contending basketball teams that want to, sometimes you're not going to be able to make it to a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but you can set out one night, make sure you see all the teams you want to watch.
Yeah. No. Avery, I saw your opinion. You do not like Mega Nights.
No, I
Allie, how
don't
about you?
I don't like Mega Nights.
I
I just-
enjoy them.
Yeah.
Enjoy
I don't
them?
know.
I don't like being there all like I
The
feel like
idea of them, but then once we get there, it's
because
it
like
kinda
we're
goes
at
by
school
fast.
all day and then we come back to the school usually at like 4
Hmm.
and then we're here until 9.
Well, and then when it's an away one, y'all gotta leave.
We
Yeah.
leave at like 2:30.
Because
Yeah.
you guys go with the JV.
Do you guys take the same bus?
Yeah.
Yeah, we take 2 separate buses.
Yeah,
They give
Durban-
us
Yeah.
2
Durban
different
was
ones.
As a
separate
JV
bus.
player, Mega Knights suck.
Yeah, because we were there
4:30.
all day.
You just
It
sit.
sucked.
You play at 4:30 and then you sit, let all your sweat dry on you, and then all of a sudden you got to go and get ready to play another game. I mean, I didn't play. But, you got to go warm up. That's hard
Yeah.
work. Hard
Uh,
work pays off,
Dude, Newell came into like 3 of my classes
He
today.
didn't come
Did
into
that.
a single
Oh
one.
yeah,
He
I
came into
got one of the
You
chips.
got one?
He
Yeah.
came into
What
my
even
first
was it?
hour.
It's apparently like a free cookie or coffee from
Oh,
Ooh, can I
the
have
cafe.
it?
No.
all right. But back onto your guys' season. Last 3 games have been a little rough, but it has been a kind of
Really good team.
really good
Yeah.
teams. Bree Central, who's number 2 in the state at the moment, and I mean, Allie, you had 12 points that game.
Yeah.
So you've got to look at the upsides of these. 12 points is always good, especially sophomore. I mean, last person to do that on our team was Adam, and that was
Probably.
obviously his sophomore year with Sam and Dathan, and that was just he was the only sophomore that played.
That was a good year, man.
It was pretty
That,
good.
that was a, we came off a 6-26 year right
Streak.
before. A lot of guys weren't happy with it. I know it was on our whiteboard the whole year.
Yeah.
Sam Buckley wrote that. Shout out Sam Buckley. Yeah, that was a good year, but I think the girls are having a little bit of a better year than that year.
Yeah, they're
In
doing
my opinion, I guess.
very good.
I guess.
Two topless, you guys shot really well. 9 threes as a team.
my
Avery,
goodness.
13 points. And
All
on top of that,
those.
4 of the people had 9. It wasn't just one person
Yeah.
scoring a lot. You guys. I've looked at all your stats. You guys are very spread out when it comes
Mhm.
to scoring. Not one person scores a ton. And then last game, Glenwood, 44-40 with a team that you said they lost one person
Yeah.
off a second team. Like they came second in state last year.
Yeah.
That's a tough game.
Yeah.
So coming off those 3 games, how are you looking into the game tomorrow?
Who are we playing with?
Jersey.
As you can tell, I don't look too forward into the games. Like I just go
Yeah.
the day of. I'm ready to go.
Live by the day.
Yeah. But I'm not too worried about it. I think we'll go in, get our business done, go
Take
home.
care of business.
Conference games were always more. How do you word that? We're just.
Mean more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're more important
Yeah.
to us. So we get 'em.
Coach Green always is like, those are the games that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you lose every other game, which
Yeah.
it does a little bit,
It-
Coach.
just a
but-
little bit, but it's
Sure,
alright.
But
No,
if
that's
you
fine.
win the conference and you lose every other game, I mean, those are the teams you face twice a year. Those are the teams you know those kids because you play
And
them
you
for
know,
4 years.
Yeah.
and you know
Yeah.
you've played them since. I mean, if you've been here, you've played against them since you were little. I mean, growing up,
Yeah.
you just always played against them. I know kids from Jerseyville that I've literally played baseball and basketball against since 3rd grade,
Mhm.
and played with them in some select teams and stuff. But it's just it's fun because it's a rivalry. You hate them, but at the same time, you just know those guys, and you learn to be friendly with them. You learn to be not friendly with some of them. I know there's a few certain names that we definitely don't like here. Let's not say the names.
Let's not say the names.
But it's fun, and Jerseyville's always a fun rivalry game. First conference game is always at Jerseyville. I mean, it has been for a while.
Yeah, I
at
think
least.
it's 3 years straight now.
3 years, yeah. So, their crowd
Why
always
did they know
brings
that?
it no matter what. And, when they come here, they know they're going to be in for, well, if the student section shows up, sometimes they do. They know they're going to be in for a treat and hearing a lot of it from the fans. So, conference games are fun, dude.
Mhm. Yeah, so for our rivalry game and being in that second time slot, do you think it's like this is a bigger game than what it usually would be? Maybe they're looking at it differently.
I think so. Jerseyville beat Highland, which is I don't know how. I think they're kind of they're feeling good about
Mm.
themselves. They have two players, and that's about it. So I think they're gonna focus a lot on them, and we
Mhm.
just have to focus a lot on stopping them. Because last time we played them, one of the players had 25 points.
She was in the 30s.
Oh,
Yeah,
30s.
she was
30s?
She
Yeah.
was over 30.
Yeah.
One thing I forgot to say about the Mega Knights is I hated as a boys player having to miss the best part of all the girls' games.
Yeah.
You have to go back into the locker room like middle of the third quarter, and the worst thing is like when you're in the locker room and you're sitting there and then you hear the crowd going nuts,
Yeah.
and you're just sitting there like trying to get locked in for a game, and you know that your girls are out there going and playing a really good game. It's just it kind of sucks to be sitting there. You know, you guys don't have that issue. You guys get done, get to watch.
Yeah.
So
But that game, 7:30. Like, I feel like that's late.
It is
on a
late.
Friday night.
I see. It's nice that it's a Friday night, but the Tuesday night Mega Nights, they
We
did
had
they
that
have those this year?
We had the Tuesday night one against, I want to say it was Highland. It was the one right before
Mhm.
Christmas, and it felt really weird because we don't have school the next day,
Yeah.
so it was full, like it completely packed out.
Yeah.
But then it was like, it is 9 o'clock on a Tuesday. What are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
That's true, because I know a lot of, at least the boys always go and hang out after some games, but, you know, 9 o'clock, you can't really go do anything, especially if you got school the next day.
I think
But we didn't.
I
so
remember.
I don't know. I'm just
I remember what we did. Well, it was before a final, so it was just like the seniors.
Oh,
and B-Flow.
that's tragic.
B-Flow went out. We went to Chipotle.
B-Flow.
I don't know if he had a final or not, but I think he was nuts for going out. So, and
Yeah, that's
then
crazy.
getting on that Mega Night, obviously the boys also play. They're playing before the girls. We've said that like 3 times now. Boys coming in hot. 5-game win streak.
Coming in hot.
The last
Keep
loss they
us up.
had was Columbia, who has 2 D1 players, and so
Two
coming in these
studs.
few games, especially Tuesday's game against Staunton. That's always a
Yes.
big game. We lost there last year. Coach Green said,
Should not have lost that game.
No, we
I
shouldn't.
stand by that. That was just. I think I played, like in the second quarter of that game. Coach was not too happy, and I'm pretty sure he went 5 in, 5 out.
yeah.
And
Been there, done that.
Dane Godar got some time in there,
Last year.
and it was. I mean, that Staunton game. You know, there's a bit of an embedded rivalry because obviously Laux is coaching there.
Yeah.
You know, he teaches here, so you know. In middle school, I don't know if it was like that for you, but for us, Staunton was a big rivalry. It was the only middle school team that wasn't in our conference that we played twice. We played there and home.
Oh, we
And
didn't play there.
It was kind of just a little rivalry. They were really good. You know, I know they're the class younger than me is really good. They had really good years. I think they only lost like 2 games their 8th grade year, which is crazy.
Sounds right.
Crazy work. But yeah, I always like beating Staunton. Staunton's one of my favorite teams to beat.
Yeah. Well, that team next year and the year after that,
Yes.
they're going to be
They're going to be very
studs.
good.
Like
'Cause they-
Staunton has,
They start one senior.
I think, either that
Well,
or he's. I
isn't
think he's
there-
either senior or junior.
Isn't their biggest senior?
I think he's a senior, yeah. But other than that, they have 4 sophomores starting.
The only
And they're
issue
all
there,
studs.
The only issue there is height. I feel like they could get
Yeah.
out rebound a lot
Mhm.
because who's their tallest guy in that class? I feel like they're all pretty short.
I think it's Isaiah.
Yeah. Oh, another thing to mention. We in the summer I guess it was more of like wait. When was that Lewis and Clark league? You didn't play. Was that fall? No, that was
That was
fall.
a
That
fall
was
league.
fall. So we had a fall league, and we in Staunton mixed.
Mhm.
So we were playing with I guess under CM because had the CM practice jerseys on. But
Yeah.
But it was like a mix, you know. So we know a lot of those guys.
Yeah, and also with Coach Laux having his Laux Elite here in
Yes.
Bethalto, a lot of the Staunton kids come. They work
Yes.
out in our gym, or when we have runs, Coach Laux, his son, Isaiah, he's their best player.
Yeah.
I think 3 or 4 of their starters come in. They play with us, so we know all these kids. And on the court is very different than off the court. They're all very cool off the court. On the court,
You
we
don't
can't
like
be friendly as much. So that game, I think that's kind of a statement game for us after getting beat by them last year, being able to hold them the way we did, because the score, it says we only won by 9. They scored, I think, 12 points in the past, and there are like 9 points in the last minute and a half.
Yeah,
because
it was a garbage time.
It
points.
was sprint down, shoot a 3, get
Yeah.
back on defense. Sprint down, shoot a 3, get back on
And
defense.
I saw I don't know if my dad updated me or someone updated me. I don't even know. It was 11-0 after the first quarter.
Yeah, didn't allow a single point in the
So,
first quarter.
That is I will say extremely uncharacteristic from a Staunton team because
Yeah.
you know, speaking of Locks Elite Camp, you know that's 90% shooting, and you know Staunton kids just shoot the lights out normally, and I think girls do too, but they're shooters,
Yeah.
and that's just uncharacteristic of a team that is known to be really good shooters. Not really known for their physicality or getting layups and boards, but they shoot really well. So it's kind of strange to see them score no points.
Yeah. And then the last thing in that one that I'll mention about that game specifically was after that first quarter, there was a weird technical called. I don't know if your dad told you about it.
My mom told me about
I
it.
heard there was a tech, but I don't know.
It was
what happened.
very weird. I know what happened. It was just kind of a very confusing thing of Coach Locks didn't know he was warned and then said something to the ref that I guess the ref thought he was like upstaging him. I'm on Locks' side. I don't think it should have been a tech. It's very ugh. My dad and your dad were sitting like right behind the benches, so they could hear everything.
Yeah.
But that having your coach get a tech and not being able to, because in basketball, if your coach gets a tech or a warning, they have to sit down.
Yeah.
If it's a tech, you can't stand up for the entire game, and I don't think any of your coaches can.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't think it's. And then it's another tech if they do.
And it's another
And
tech
then
if they don't
it's
listen
the
when they
same
say sit
coach,
back
then
down.
go on.
Yeah. So already having that goose egg in the first quarter, and then having your coach get a tech, that's just kind of drains you.
Tech is really strange momentum wise because
Mhm.
especially when it's the other team's ball, and
Yeah.
then you get a tech. You know that's 2 free throws and the ball. So, you know that can really be a 5-point swing if it goes your way. And obviously being down 11-0, that certainly doesn't help. So.
Yeah. And so, obviously, Mega Knight, the boys also play Jersey tomorrow. Jersey's record is deceiving, 6-13, but most of those wins have come in the past few weeks.
Yeah.
They are on a hot streak right now. They started off the season very cold. I know Jackson, at the very start of the season, was kind of nursing an injury from football.
Yep.
He wasn't at his 100%. He's there now. He's playing a lot better. He's doing really well. And obviously, we beat them in their place first conference game. Yeah, first conference game of the
Yep.
year. They want their get back. And
Oh,
they're going to be coming in
100%.
here, especially for a rivalry game.
No one, Jerseyville or CM sides don't like each other. That's one of the most important games to you is the Jersey CM game.
I mean,
You
even
wanna-
starting as a
you want
kid.
to win that game.
Yeah. And then to wrap up, kind of the CM sports before we move on to pro sports, we got bowling tonight.
Senior night.
Senior night.
Go
Ryan
Caleb
and
he's not a senior.
Kale is a junior.
Sorry, Caleb McCall.
I want to say it's Ryan and Pratt for the girls, and then
For the
For the
girls?
for the girls.
Ryan and
Yeah.
Brock, you guys
They're
are
not
females.
watching.
Just so you know.
No, that's the 2 boy seniors, and then
Taylor,
I
Hunter,
hope I don't forget
Haley.
anyone. Haley, Taylor,
Jilly? Does she?
Jilly.
There's
I feel like
5.
there's one more. There's 5. I'm so sorry.
It's on
I cannot
Facebook.
remember the rest.
Somewhere on Facebook.
It's somewhere on Facebook.
It's fine.
It's fine. They'll find it.
Oh,
But
that's sad.
they're tonight.
shout out.
They're
Maybe
at
shout
Airport Bowl. That starts in 30 minutes. So if you're watching, go there now.
Go.
Support the
Get-
seniors.
Get off Varsity Viewpoint and go support
No,
our
just
bowling team.
keep
Keep
your phone on.
Keep Varsity
Take us
Viewpoint on.
with you.
Illegally get on your phone and drive while you go and watch
Yes.
our seniors senior night.
And if you don't want to go watch the match itself, they're going against Mascuda.
Muscuda, by the way, is really good
Yeah,
at
they're
bowling.
really good at bowling. So if you
that-
don't want to watch the match itself, the senior ceremony is at 6:00 at Airport Bowl, from what I've heard, and they have regionals on Saturday. And then the only thing I have on wrestling that I could get from anyone was they came second of 14 teams at the Enola Invitational Tournament in Enola, Oklahoma. Ruckman won his weight, and 11 other people placed.
I know there was a lot of second place
Yeah.
medals.
Yeah,
I
a
saw
lot of
some
second and third
thirds.
place medals.
I know they're leaving town again this week to go somewhere.
I think the girls have something tonight.
I know the boys leave Friday.
I know the girls' senior night got moved.
Yeah,
it
the
got
girls'
moved,
senior
but
night,
I'm not
didn't
100% sure
happen.
when.
It just didn't happen. They had it
because
at like
snowed.
Elmes.
It got snowed out. They had their
Yeah.
senior night at Elmes.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
That's wild.
no, the
Yeah.
boys are leaving. I just know that because Mr. Young's not going to be here Friday. He said he's leaving on a trip for wrestling somewhere. I don't know where.
I don't know. I tried to get a hold of like 2 wrestlers in the lunchroom, and none of them knew anything. I
That
said,
doesn't
"Hey, do you
surprise
guys
me.
know any of your stats?" And they looked at me and they go, "No, find Ruck." And I could not find Ruck.
I should have asked him. You should have texted me. He's in one of my classes.
I'm sorry.
It's too late now.
I don't remember that. I probably should have just texted him. I have his snap.
you
That's
could've-
crazy.
you could've
I was
just actually texted him.
I was working on
Second
these, and then you
Yeah,
text
yeah,
me
yeah.
right when I was looking for him. I was like, crap. So
So it's your
that's all CM Sports.
Yeah, so it's
I think
Dane's
everything
fault.
right
Dane's
now.
fault.
Yes, your fault.
Yeah.
Dane's fault.
So how long until regionals for basketball? Your regionals are first, right? Before the
Yeah.
month?
Regionals start February.
Gotta pull out the calendar.
It's about a month.
Regionals start February 15th.
Okay, so
around.
a month from yesterday.
Then
Yeah.
Um,
And then
I'm excited.
boys is late February.
Yeah. I know the boys regional is really hard. East St. Louis Triad. So that's always a good time.
Yeah.
Do we know we're hosting it? We're hosting sectionals.
Yeah.
Do you know where regionals is for the boys?
No idea. It's either
The girls is far
here-
away, ain't it?
I want to say it's either
Most
here-
I feel like
likely.
it always is.
It's. I don't remember exactly where, but me and Claire.
Isn't it like
I
an hour
remember.
away?
No, it was like 2.5 hours away.
No.
Okay.
Is it really?
It was
Uh,
something like that.
Anyways,
I think it's either here or Triad this year. I don't remember.
it was at Jersey last year for the boys.
Ours could be a triad. It just depends on where we get them. We're either going to be a triad or someplace that's
Okay,
away.
I see.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah, that's
So
CM
a
Sports.
month of regionals,
Yeah.
and I think wrestling. When's wrestling regionals?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Is
know.
wrestling regionals a thing? Do they do?
Yeah, I
Do
think
they have?
so.
Because don't they have like team and then
And then
individual stuff?
Yeah.
Well, I think you just start as a team and then like slowly dwindle down up to
Yeah, I
state.
think
where you
Because
get
that's how
every
bowling is.
64.
You can go to state as like a team and as an individual. Because Kale went as an individual last year, but
Yeah.
the team didn't make it.
Well, I know last year we went as a team
Too.
to state,
Right?
I
For
believe.
what?
For wrestling.
Oh, for wrestling.
For wrestling, I believe we went as a team.
That
and
makes
then
sense.
this year I can see it again because we've placed first or second in I think all of the tournaments.
You want to do door 1 and door 2 now?
Yeah, do door 1, do 2 now.
Okay. So for you two who don't know what it is, behind door 1 is going to be like it's 2 options, and they're both going to be options that are favorable, but you're just going to have to pick between the 2. It's kind of like a would you rather, and it's kind of hard. So my door 1 or door 2?
Is it gonna be a dark one again?
No, it's not about death or anything. It's about
Yes!
it's about sports. How about that?
Oh my god!
I know.
Really?
So, behind door 1, you're the end of a bench player. You're end of the bench player, so you never get in. But you're on a D1 team that like. So let's just say basketball, for instance, because you all basketball.
Thank God.
Yeah. I'll get in my basketball mind.
Oh,
Okay. So you're the end of the bench player on a D1 school. So let's just say Duke or whoever's a really good
Yep.
school who's like a lock to make the tournament, and you can maybe go on a run, but you obviously don't play. Behind door 2 is you're like the star player. You're like a key contributor to a team, but it's like a JUCO, and like you might make a run, and you might be the stud, but it's not on the big stage. You want me to go first?
Yeah, Dane,
Me
you go
personally,
first.
I think I would do the D1 because like, because think about how perfect that life is. You got to go to practice. You get to play with some of the best players in the world, and then you get the best seat in the house. So like when it's some of the biggest games ever,
Yeah.
right on the court, and then like JUCO. I mean, yeah, it's fun and you're good, but like it's JUCO.
Yeah.
So that's my reasoning.
Oh, sorry. Are you gonna
No,
go?
you can go.
I agree. If I'm gonna be doing something, because I know the end of the bench guys, they don't look like they're getting this kind of stuff because they're sitting down there doing nothing, but they still get all the perks of being a D1 athlete. So even the guys at the end of the bench go play overseas or something, rather than if I'm playing at a JUCO, I'm not going. I'm
Yeah,
not doing
you
much.
know,
I mean, I could
there's not
average
many-
30 and maybe.
There's not many. So the NBA draft has 2 rounds. I don't know about the WNBA draft.
I
sorry.
think it's 2.
Neither, it's okay.
And so
Think of that much?
that's
No, I don't watch
60
NBA.
players.
Yeah.
I can tell you, there's a lot more than 60 D1 and basketball players, and that's not including the overseas guys. So if you're going to a JUCO, I'm gonna go ahead and say your NBA chances are not too high.
No, it's G League, maybe.
Yeah, you can go to the G League and play with Bronny James.
Yep.
Okay, girls, anything?
Let me go so I can.
Let Allie go. Allie go.
So I don't forget. I think I would do the D1 because everyone contributes in some way.
You just see, like I was the
Yeah, you
best.
sit
I was
down
the
there.
best bench player last year. I averaged the most claps. I averaged the
Mariana
most
Silva.
let's
That is
goes.
Mariana Silva.
And like
She love
I
Mariana.
I
Love you.
stood up and flexed sometimes. You know, there were so many and one
Hit 'em with
screamed.
the-
There was a
hit
lot of
the-
yelling at the refs. So yeah, I feel like I would fit in as a bench player.
The bowling.
Avery, got anything?
This might be controversial, but I think I'm going door 2.
Hey, that's
Oh.
not controversial. That's good because all my door 1 or door 2s are always
Yeah, we
everyone
always get the
picks the
same
one.
one.
Well,
Aw.
I think, because I like
Contributing.
I like contributing. I like playing. I like getting out there and actually doing something. And sorry.
Shot at the bench players.
I
like
love
actually doing
I love
something.
all my bench players though. They're all amazing. They're all angels. I was a bench player once even.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even.
Even.
Last
Okay.
year.
Literally last year.
Oh.
But like literally one of the main reasons I'm not playing in college is because I don't want to sit the bench.
Valid.
Okay. I guess
Go
move on
to
to
the NFL playoffs.
NFL playoffs.
Wait, go to NFL. We got to talk about college too.
Oh, do you want to do college first and then work up to NFL?
Yeah, we can talk about college. I got to pull it up real quick.
Okay, so college football playoffs. Let's just skip to the championship because I don't want to talk about my round.
The
I don't
national
I don't wanna
championship.
talk
Let's
about
talk about. Okay, let's talk about Arizona State
Shut
and
up.
how amazing of a performance we had there. Logan, tell us about it.
Okay, so basically, Arizona State really sucked in the first half. It was horrible, and I was sitting there wanting to throw up the entire time. And then in the second half, specifically in the fourth quarter, because we didn't do anything in the third quarter, I think we had a field goal. But in the
Yes.
fourth quarter, Arizona State just started playing like crazy. And then they took it to overtime. Cam Scatabo, I don't know how to describe him. He's just
Gritty.
yeah. he's the
not
most
afraid of
square-headed
contact,
man I've
let's
ever
say that.
seen. I don't know, man. He runs through people. He was, I'll quote ESPN on this one, throwing up profusely on the sidelines. And as someone who's had several concussions, I can tell you right now, that man had a
That
concussion.
man has concussions.
He was
CTE.
going through it on that sideline. I know exactly what he felt like because that's my second concussion. That's basically what I was for the first
He's
2
going.
hours.
He's
Diagnosed by
taking
Logan.
CTE on the
Diagnosed by
highway.
doctor.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is getting
From the
CTE
TV.
by 30.
Yeah,
Um,
by 30. I say by
By
however many
next
months he's
year.
got left.
Okay.
man.
First of all, let's give a quick shout out to Michigan. 1913 win over Alabama in the Rely Quest Bowl. Michigan won. So
Super
how about that?
Yeah.
Anyways, national championship. Ohio State, Notre Dame. Obviously, just talked about Michigan. I'm a Michigan fan. I think we all know who I want to win because I hate Ohio State. Logan, who do you want to win that game? Well, first of all, who do you think's going to win that game?
I think
Ohio State's 8-point favorites.
I think Notre Dame is going to surprise everyone
I hope so.
because that team, that is the definition of family. They are all like together.
Shout
always.
out Michigan beating Ohio State too.
But I mean, their coach. What's their coach's name? I forget. I don't know. Notre Dame.
Hey, Avery, what's Notre Dame's kid?
I don't
know
remember,
his name.
My
but
dad might like
he's
him, but I shouldn't.
he's gotten that whole team to like come together as an actual family. I saw something that he's started like adding back in. What I think it's every Saturday before the game they go to mass because it's a
Yeah.
Catholic school,
Mhm.
and they had stopped doing that in like 2019. He brought that back, and that was right after the NIU game.
Yep.
And ever since that game, Notre Dame has been playing like a team that no one has seen.
No one wants to see Notre Dame.
And right now, I think Ohio State is. I think they're coming to this game like, yeah, we can kind of beat up on this team, and they won't be able to.
Allie, what do you think?
Ohio State.
Bad decision. Avery, what do you think? Don't make your dad mad.
Notre Dame.
Okay, a lot from them. Let's talk about NFL playoffs.
NFL playoffs. So after first round, one upset. One
How
really big
about the
upset.
Vikings just getting ran off the field by
that
the
was
Rams?
that was nuts. And
Sam
I was-
Darnold sucks.
I was
Sorry.
kind of
Craziest
pushing
game I've
for
ever
the. I don't like the seeding in either of the playoffs. I think that the Minnesota Vikings were the second seed overall, like by
second
record,
best record, yeah,
and they were the fifth seed,
because they lost the NFC North to a 13. Was it 13 or 4?
13-4 or something like
Lions.
that, or no, 15-2.
What am I talking
I don't
about?
know, but
15-2 to 14.
so with stuff like that, I was like, oh, this is stupid. Why are they a 5 seed? And then I found out very quickly that they deserved that seed
Yeah.
by them being absolutely ran by the Rams. But you know what? The Rams were playing for a good cause. They were playing for LA.
For LA, Sam Darnold is just not that guy.
Yeah,
JJ
no.
McCarthy just found himself
A job.
a job. This week, I think all the matchups are going to be fun. I mean, the Chiefs Texans game I feel like won't be close, but I hope it is close because I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Commanders Lions. I feel like a 9.5 point favorite for the Lions is generous because Jaden Daniels is really good at football.
Did you see Dan Campbell's interview when they asked him about Jaden Daniels?
No, what did he say?
sounds genuinely scared of him.
Oh,
He said he's stuttering. He's like he's definitely a threat.
he is a threat.
I was like, yeah.
I think I know who my main man Riley Lamb wants to win. The Commanders.
If he's hearing this right now, he's probably screaming right now about Jaden Daniels.
Yes.
He loves Jaden
Yes,
Daniels.
he has a T-shirt with Jaden Daniels and his face on it. If my dad's watching right now, I just want him to know that if the Lions win the Super Bowl, I said Dan Campbell's first year, 3 years ago,
3 years.
they went 3-13, 3-14. I don't know if they were at 17 games yet. And I told my dad, I said the Lions are going to win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years. That coach is going to take it. Now they're 15-2, favorites to go to the NFC Championship. But yeah, so I like Dan Campbell.
All right. So
All right.
through these matchups, we're gonna run through who you think's gonna win. You guys can. Do you guys
can,
watch the NFL?
You guys
Yeah.
can guess.
You do?
Yeah.
They're
Okay.
lying so hard.
I think I've watched one game.
Yeah. So
Wait.
both me and Dane's
Sorry.
teams are out, so we're gonna be very unbiased, except for the Chiefs game because I think we both really hate
No
the
one
Chiefs.
wants the Chiefs to win.
No one.
No.
No
So-
one wants the Chiefs to win.
All right. First game,
Texans. Chiefs.
Texans at Chiefs. Dane.
I'm just gonna go based off of what's gonna happen. The Chiefs are gonna win. I don't want the Chiefs to win. They're 8-point favorites, but the Chiefs are gonna win that football game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Avery?
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
A lot of information from the girls here.
I think that's the one that's like kind of.
Yeah, that's a
it's
lock.
just-
I
it's
feel like
just
that's a
gonna
lock.
happen. Yeah.
But also the Vikings beating the Rams last week was the lock of the week.
Yeah, that's true.
And see what happened there.
All right, now Ravens at Bills. There's supposed to be snow and stuff, I think.
Snow and
So-
stuff. Lamar Jackson versus Josh Allen. It's gonna come down to who plays the better quarterback that game. In the elements, I think that Josh Allen's gonna get it done and beat the Ravens, who I think are favored in that game.
They are.
Avery.
Yeah. That sounds right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I also think the Bills, Josh Allen, just
Once again, all across the board, Bills. I think Josh Allen's just going to be better in that snow. Number
Who's
three,
Josh Allen?
3 Rams at number 2 Eagles.
Eagles just, I think, showed who they were against the Packers. And I don't think it's really going to be – I don't think that's a close game. But, you know, the Rams coming off a very big win, feeling good. Kind of reminds me of, I think, the 2019 Titans team that no one really thought was going to win any games. Beat the Patriots, who still had Tom Brady. Beat the Ravens, who were the number 1 seed. I mean, a story could come out of that, but I don't think it will, and I think the Eagles are going to win.
Yep. I don't watch football.
Okay.
I don't know. The Rams might win.
Okay, she says the Rams.
This one, I think with the Rams coming off their last game, as hot as they are, I think the Rams could honestly take this one. It'll be close, but I think it's gonna be like come down to a last second field goal
momentum,
or
man.
2-minute drive from Matthew Stafford leading the Rams. All right,
Matthew
and then
Stafford on a game-winning drive. No one wants to see that.
yeah,
I mean, everyone wants to see that. You don't want to see it. If
everyone wants to see
you're
that.
the
That
other
man,
teams.
that one clip broke his collarbone, I think,
Or
broke his,
it dislocated it.
yeah, dislocated his collarbone.
I
and
can
then
throw the ball if
I
you
can
need
throw
me to
the ball. Yeah, and then last matchup, number 6 Commanders at number 1 Lions.
A Lions team 15-2. Only losses to who did they lose to? I don't know. The Commanders, really good football team. Jaden Daniels, rookie of the year, I think, pretty much locked up.
Yeah,
I don't know. Brock Bowers did really good this year too. Anyways,
so is his team in the playoffs?
no, but
That's all that matters.
I know. I mean, it's a quarterback award, anyways.
Yeah.
So Jaden Daniels really good at football, but I think the Lions' defense and offense is too much. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameer Gibbs, Jared Goff,
David Montgomery's back too.
and David Montgomery's back.
Yeah.
Lions by 20.
Yeah.
The Lions, and I'm saying that because I like their touchdown celebrations.
Okay.
She likes when Amon-Ra St. Brown stands on his head.
Yes.
Lions.
Lions. I think that's a kind of sent through.
And Riley Lamb would definitely say the Commanders.
Oh, definitely. But then again, that's Riley Lamb. So I think we had picked Chiefs Bills AFC Championship. How do you think that game goes?
Hopefully the Bills, because I don't like the Chiefs. Josh Allen's really good at football. The Chiefs would be the home team there. Obviously, home field advantage at Arrowhead. Probably going to be cold. Nothing Buffalo's not used to. But I don't know. Hopefully, I know the Chiefs had their struggles with the Bills. The Bills have had their struggles with the Chiefs. You know that one game. 13 seconds. But
Yeah.
I'm
well,
going to go with
head
the
to head
Bills.
this year, the Bills beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Bills. But that was a home game for them.
That was a home game for them. So
Avery?
I like the Chiefs because I like Travis Kelce.
Why do you like Travis
why do you like
Kelce?
Travis Kelce?
I'm a big Taylor Swift fan, and so I like Travis Kelce, which means I like the Chiefs.
Boo.
Bills, because my dad told me to never want the Chiefs to win.
You chose
You
the
were
Chiefs.
raised correctly.
You were raised correctly.
And then I agree. Bills, I think they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think that's been the lock since the beginning of the year.
So then you got.
And
How about we just go for it and say a Lions Rams NFC Championship?
Lions.
Okay.
Lions.
Yeah,
Lions
it's the
by
Lions.
1,000.
Okay, so then you got a Bills Lions Super Bowl. Two teams that have just had historically bad
Horrible.
luck, just in general. Obviously, the Bills going to 4 Super Bowls.
I think it was like 4 straight, losing every single one.
That hurts.
And then I think
but
it was like a year ago now.
I want to see the Lions win a Super Bowl. I was a big Detroit Lions fan back in my heyday because I had a Detroit Lions
Yeah.
helmet. So
Oh, fire.
Yeah. Okay, what you got? Lions or Bills?
Lions.
Bills.
I think it ends in a tie.
It ends in
no
a
one's
tie.
gonna
No
score.
one wins the
Nobody
Super
wins.
Bowl.
No one
They
wins the Super Bowl.
they
No
share
one
the podium
scores.
with the Lombardi Trophy.
Yeah, no one scores. I want to see both these teams win, but since I have to pick, definitely the Lions. They've got
Yes.
the better defense, and they're gonna
So when the
stomp
Bills win,
Josh Allen.
you heard me.
Okay. Wait, you heard her.
You heard it.
Okay, we got to get these girls to practice. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week. Hopefully, Mr. Book will be back, and
Hopefully
Logan.
the iPad is charged, so I don't.
Hopefully, the
have to walk over
iPad
here.
is charged so Logan doesn't have to walk across the street. Thank you, guys.